Hello friends, welcome back to another video. In this video, we will be talking about a tool that lets you create UI designs by prompting. Not only that, it can allow you to create a fully functional code as well as take those AI generated designs in your Figma for further editing. UX and UI designers often sketch their ideas, use wireframing tools to quickly iterate upon an idea and come to a final conclusion to go for high fidelity design. This tool lets you not only create wireframes, but if you wish, you can also create high fidelity designs right from the same prompt based on your ideas. In this video, we are specifically going to take a look at how it creates UI design by just text prompt, how we can create multiple screens with some shared context, and specifically sectional editing where you can select a certain area of a screen and edit its content as well as design. This tool is called UXmagic.ai. Here you will be able to create simply by prompting. So in this case, let's create. So I have put one simple line where we will be creating a workflow automation tool similar to N8N or Zapier. Now in this case, the best part about this is you don't have to go very detailed in case you just have an idea. You can simply, as a product manager, you can also just describe your idea and click on enhance prompt. This prompt adds extra details that are required for the tool to function properly and create useful design. Here it has enhanced my prompt and I can simply click on this create design. Here you get an option to switch between creating a lo-fi wireframe versus a high fidelity design. My suggestion would be, if you're creating an AI generated idea, it's better to go for a high fidelity one so that you can judge an idea in its full glory. While the UI is getting generated, we can see that there are various ways to create a new design. If you have an image of a whiteboarding session, you can add that. A sketch you can import, a website URL that you can clone or import components from, directly from Figma as design system. As you can see, it has just created the design and here it is. On the left hand side, it has created a flow.ai, which is an imaginary tool that we just prompted. We get a dashboard of all the execution times failed and also a few templates that the tool offers. Now that our design is created, I'll select this tool and click on this screen. It says that frame V1 is selected, tell AI to create or change to next. So I can tell that create a workflow editing experience based on that. So as we can see, based on this dashboard, it has thought that user wants to create a workflow editing experience. It already knows that it needs to create a node-based editor with drag and drop functionality, a property panel for node configuration, zoom in and out, and a mini map for connection management. And as we can see, it has created a workflow node diagram. I can go to the previous version. If I can see that this is a version 1 and this is version 2, I can just duplicate this frame. If I click here, I can duplicate it. And here we can see both the versions side by side. I'll close this option. As I can see, here is the drag and drop option with zoom in and out and all the basic details, as well as the dashboard on the left hand side. Now what if I want to create a code editor at the bottom? So in this case, I can go to the section editing tool and select. It says that you have to select a section for editing. So I'll create a section and I will tell it. So I've added in. So in this case, as we can see, there's a lot of space. I want a horizontal section where user can select on any of the node and add a config properties there in form of code as well as UI. So in this case, I have asked it to create a code editor view inside it. This tool specifically for sectional editing, you can select any specific part and reference it in your designs. In this case, I have selected the canvas because I wanted to add there. I can click on enhance prompt before I send it. Just make sure to click on that. And you can click on send. So now it will add those things inside the selected area itself. Here, download it as an image document, a developer file with HTML and CSS code, as well as a zip where it has all the details and a cursor project details. Apart from that, my favorite feature is copying into Figma, where it processes the design and you can directly paste that design in your Figma to take it further into much more details. Now I can go to Figma and paste it here. As we can see, this is fully editable, as well as not only that, it's properly auto layout with padding and spacing. This lets you create proper UI which is functional and responsive. As mentioned in previous one, it has added the collapsible code element as well. I can tweak this section further. As you can see, it has added a lot of padding from bottom, so I'll just make it 0 and close it. And as you can see in inspect, it also has minimum height where it reduces and increases in width, and also the node editor that we asked it to add. So like this you can create with some tweaks a configuration editor and a proper UI flow. Now let's go back to other projects of mine that I created earlier. This is another sample API docs that I created by simple prompting, where I asked API reference page for an API doc, it asked for multiple details, and it created a fully functional doc page. I also added a screenshot. As I can see, I added a screenshot which was this one. It's from a sample developer tool, and it recreated that exact API key configuration settings with better icons and colorful assets, even with a start new thread. Not only that, it creates a sample copy. So for example, I had designed one card and I pasted it here as an image, and it created various realistic data for your UI design. You can also use this tool to create realistic data for whatever you have designed, so that your wireframe or prototype looks really high fidelity as if it was an actual app. You can also download a code from here so that you can use it or view it in other code generation or development tool. Next, so generally in text editing you have to go into the code view and rename the titles. Here you can just click on here and edit the data. So that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.